It's past an experiment, folks. It's got a life of its own. There's a heartbeat. I hear a storm rising in the east. I hear many things happening. And I see the destiny of this network now being laid out by you, the fans of Fortnite. I see the capability of the growth of this network now in the hands of you, the wonderful fans of Fortnite. Papa Doc 444 doesn't come about without a reason. Well, experimental phase is now over. We are going to transition into the growth phase. Yes, folks, here I am. And I am absolutely enthralled to be here. And Optimus Prime and myself are totally taken back by everything that is going on around me. I'm having a great time, and I'm so close to 100 subscribers, folks, that let me throw this in this video. If every one of you that watch this video today or tomorrow, today being Monday, the day where we all got to go to work because everybody works on Monday, you know. If every one of you could get at least one person that you know to watch a video of mine, and pick a good one. I mean, yeah, if you can handle, there's a lot to choose from. There's like 145 of them, okay? Just pass that off. Let them watch me. Check me out. And if they like me, they're going to watch another one, and then they're going to want to subscribe to help me grow. You know, that's why we get so excited as streamers. It's no money right now, okay? Let me just get everybody clear on that. Money doesn't exist until a contract is signed with a really big company, okay? That company being Epic or YouTube. If I can keep traffic on their page going long enough, they're going to want me around. Why wouldn't they? You know? Absolutely, to the fact of why wouldn't they want me around? They would want me around, I would think. I want to be around, so I'm going to be around. I'm here. My presence has been made known upon the Fortnite world, and Papa Doc 444 is rising like a storm from the east to bring about some of the most epic gaming experiences in Fortnite. For a company named Epic, you gotta love that. The will, the drive, the tenacity, the wanting to be there, to be a part of it. That is exactly what I'm all about. My wonderful viewing audience, my listening friends, my fans, the people who give me support, give me direction, and make it possible in my mind's eye to see a dual resolve and a conclusion to all of this. And the conclusion is never stopping. I will never stop this network as long as this network continues to grow. Do you hear me, people? Do you hear me, my fine individuals, my Terrans around me, my people of Earth? Do you understand what you have started? This has now gone past of, oh, I'm never going to do anything with it because I'm not that good. Okay, I'm not thinking like that anymore. I have changed my process of thought in my mind. I have to become better. I have to be good. There are people interested in watching me, so it's time to put on the show, Papa Doc. Yes, folks, once again, I am in the standing up position because if I'm going to throw down, I might as well do the best job I can on my feet. Ooh, harvest building materials. I got a bunch of that to do. So I guess I should get to work. Yeah, it's an absolute wonderful thing to be around all of you. You're giving me a chance to do something that a lot of folks will never really get into, but they kind of got a dream of doing it, but maybe they're scared or they're holding back. Well, let me share something with you. To be scared or worried about the progress of a project that you yourself are personally working on, check it out. Listen up loud and clear. That's part of the territory. And if you can get past that anger, that anticipation of maybe failure, don't worry about the failure. Fail. I encourage you. Fall flat on your face. No, serious. Set up a banquet room for 245 guests for New Year's Eve and then have it canceled by some failure. Tastes great, you know? Pay the price, pay the dime, be there, put in the time, and get rooked on the end of it. It's a big crap sandwich, and in our lives, many of us have taken a bite of one. You know what I'm talking about. The disappointment can come from anywhere. If you put your heart and soul into a project and you fail at it, then you failed. Get up, do something else, or go back at what you really love to do and then maybe not fail next time. In one of my previous videos, folks, I say to do all of what I do here, I have to fail. You know how many times I've been eliminated on this board? Thousands! Tens of thousands, probably 100,000 times. I don't know. I've played it consistently for a period of a couple of years now. You know, I've had my butt whooped, and that's okay. It's Fortnite. It's what it's about. I'm having a good time. I have a network that's growing, and I'm not going to stop now because it's growing. People are watching. I need to respond. That's it. That's all I got to say on that. You know, there's really no other way I can put that. I'm going to be clear, precise about what the dealio is, and I'm going to stick to what I have to, and we're all going to win together. You know, I say we're going to win together because I'm not going anywhere. If this continues to rise and grow, which, you know, my wonderful supportive wife is always the first to let me know that don't be so hard on yourself, lighten up. Well, you know, I got to be good, and I got to continue to grow and get better at this game for all of you, because if I throw in a bunch of consistent 77th places, well, I'm not really going to be the network that people are going to choose to watch now, am I? You know, personality can go a long way, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to free you from the responsibility of actually turning in a good game. And if I could get you that top 10 in most of my consistent situations on this awful destructive game of Fortnite, I would feel really absolutely fantastic about turning in a consistent top 10. And the way to do that is sometimes you got to slick move, groove, know where you stand on your objective. And if you're light on the end, you got to get out of town and keep on beating the feet. And that's exactly what I got to do. And it looks like it's going to head me over toward my radio tower, radar station, and orchard that I love so very much. I have had a lot of time in the orchard. Got my butt kicked a whole bunch in the orchard, and I've thrown down some in the orchard. And in the time on these almost now 2 years of playing Fortnite, there were many weeks that I didn't get to play in those 2 years. Weeks on weeks on weeks. There was one time that went like a whole month before I even touched a video game console of any kind. Not even my old PS3 came out of the dusted works of those things around me. Sometimes, folks, it's hard. It's hard, you know. And I don't know what I just did there with that build, but that's all right. Doesn't matter. This is my third video of the day. You can probably tell there's a little bit of fatigue going on in my voice. I didn't really have too long on the sleep thing last night, and that's okay. It happens. Anyhow, and I believe there's a set of wheels there that if we wisely make our way to, we can acquire them and get gone. And that would be exactly the situation that I was just reporting to everybody. The wheels have oh, that's funny. You know what? I got to. All right, that was the Avatar. I didn't know that, but we're not going to talk to him now. We're going to get gone. The NPC, as my son says. Get it right, Dad. You know, this is awesome. I'm having a great time. What a great day. 24th place, not a single elimination on the board, and I'm going to be making my way on out of here over toward that orchard. Mark goal, 500 meters out, and approaching exactly where I need to be. Oh, it's such a joy, such a wonderful thing to see the culmination of all this hard work that I've put in actually going to be in a direction of being something. And it all goes well together. I really feel that. I believe that. I believe it's working. It all goes well together. And together, everyone achieves more. Yes, folks, that's the acronym for the word team. No, we don't need it. We're not going to mess with it. We're going to get going. All right, it looks like Stonehenge is still intact. Okay, let's see what we can acquire here. We picked up a shield and, oh, a gold shotgun. Now we're going to have to get ourselves gone because I hear a little bit of trouble in the skies off in the distance. Okay, to my viewing audience, I am closing in on that ever-coveted that I'm continually chasing top 10 for you. I really want to secure that today. I don't have any eliminations on the board because I kind of have had no confrontations. I drove past a couple people, but didn't really put anything down. All right, a little bit of bangarang for the orchard, and I'm just going to get rid of these whatever direction, and whatever they do, just so I can do a little bit of that. You know, have some fun, tell some noise, let everybody know I'm now arrived on the scene to get little competition is in your neighborhood now looking for you. All right, let's get ourselves in the roof line here. We're going to be closing up that materials challenge in a moment, it looks like. Oh, yeah. You know, folks, we're going to be right on the outer edge of things. And I'm going to do it this style today, just because it feels like the right thing to do. Now, if that ship comes over here and puts a hurt down on my parade, things are going to have to change real quick for me. All right, yeah. All right, folks, we're in the 17th place, and we're going to look to try to secure that here, playing a little bit of the game I like to call space in between spaces, also known as hanging out. Yo, 17K on the board for another completed challenge. Okay, you know what? We're going to have to change our locale in here anyway. So we're going to get ourselves a little bit more material underneath our feet and see exactly what we can do with this situation to maintain that top 10 that we do have ourselves closing in on at this point. All right, let's see what we can do to work here, folks. What do we got? What do we got on the trim line? Okay, yeah, that's the direction we're going to have to make ourselves out, but we're going to give a little bit of distraction over there on the barn. Before we make our exit out of town, we want to shake things up a little bit. All right, there is that 10th place, my wonderful viewing audience. I have secured for you, once again, a top 10, and I feel really good about it. So what we're going to do is just do a celebratory lap here and get ourselves to a coordinate position, a coordinate complex marked for the, oh heck, why not go for the grain silo. All right, and we're moving our way down into the complex, and we're going to see exactly what doesn't pan out here for number 444 as he rolls his way through a firefight situation. He is going for the subterranean protection of down below. Yes, folks, it's probably going to work out for him. I maybe think there's a possible chance that number 444 can survive this awful situation that he finds himself in, but we're going to get it sorted out here in just a second. Okay, folks. Whew, real pressure cooker here. A lot of things going on for number 444. All right, we're cooking on an 8th place. It's been fantastic. Not a single elimination on the board, and I don't feel bad about that. I rather did keep moving quite a bit, and I know that I've got a whole lot of resistance outside that is marked to be a whole bunch of trouble. And as long as I keep my head about the game, I think we're going to do all right here, my wonderful family. Yo, and the storm is going to close in our favor, it looks like. Yeah, it could be the culmination of trouble here, folks. You just never know exactly what can happen to Fortnite. Number 444 is going to hang here for a little bit, and I'm going to see if I can't keep myself out of the fray here. You know, take the dub. That would be great. It looks like I'm for surely going to have some resistance coming my way any type of moment now. And I really am in the full preparation of as best as I can be seated right now. Okay, that's a horrible sound. Wow, this is actually a crazy development that I'm still alive this long. I know I'm in the subterranean complex and that might as well go for the max mats while I'm in here, you know. And maybe they'll come in handy for me here in the situation of a firefight that I'm certainly going to be in here in any moment. A confrontation between the 3 people left on the board is imminent at this time to the individuals around me. I am having a great time with this, and I hope that I can pull this out for you and make it the dub that I really, really feel that you as a community deserve. All right. There are IO guards everywhere. That is so bad. All right, we're going to use him as a little bit of a tactical advantage to maybe catch up our opponent in that firefight. Walking away from that one as quickly as we possibly can. We are definitely facing an opponent. All right, to the Gator 08. Gator, congratulations on the takedown of number 444. It was a beautiful time to be with everybody. And the most important thing is always remember, hey, second place, I'm just the first loser. It's okay. No, man, that's awesome. That's not only a top 10, but that is almost a first place for you, the viewing audience today. I feel really good about it. I didn't really get too thick in the firefight of things, but some space in between spaces, tactics of evasion, and being a ghost almost brought us the day. But that's quite all right. I don't feel bad about where we're sitting. And this is number 444 on video number 3 for the producing day of Monday. And we're out.